People, what's up my people, what's up? Welcome to the Kuma Fund. My name is Emmanuel, and today I want to cover a few different topics in a short brief brief type format. I just woke up. I had a little bit of a kind of like a dream last night, and then today I was just thinking on the toilet, and then I finally had some things click that maybe may or may not be true.
This is a day I've been looking forward to for 2.5 years.
Yellow paint. Paint that made the black line.
Where they're playing for about 3 minutes, then 5, then they get a full point.
We dedicate to these people out here getting brain. But a pursuit of the money is reality. Never found on one click that you can't evaluate.
Number one, people are constantly talking about recession this, recession that, and why have we not had a recession in such a long time? Well, recessions are caused when the consumers have a lack of demand, right? When the actual consumer market loses demand for products, and then it starts hitting up the supply chain to the B2B companies, and then therefore everyone is making a lot less money. However, I was watching this guy named Peter Zeihan, right? Peter Zeihan is a geopolitical strategist, and he was giving an overview of the United States, right? And he was saying that the reason why the United States has stayed at a recession is because of the millennials. Because millennials are buying cars, because millennials are getting mortgages, because millennials are buying lots and lots and lots of things. And he said the reason why we had so many busts was because of the baby boomers. Because they had so much capital that they were trying to deploy at certain times in their life, because they were making a lot of money, because they're getting closer and closer to retirement. They're trying to find ways to eke out extra percentage basis points out of their money. Now, I don't know if this is like a great one-for-one, but it's probably a huge generalization. But you know what? He was saying that he doesn't see a recession for the next 6 years, and I was kind of wondering, like, what's up with all this bearish talk, right? Like, what are the signs? Like, people talk about the yield curve, right? And I was actually thinking about it because also he mentioned the United States is the best. The United States is among the best places for capital flight. He was saying, and actually, this is actually true because I did the research about this with my China video, is Chinese financial direct investment into the United States in 2016 just like went crazy, shot up like 30 times what it was the year before, and people were wondering why, and they found out that the Chinese had lessened their capital controls, and the second they let go of their capital controls, the market just got flooded. They just flooded the United States with their money because they know, I'd rather have my money in America. And then also he was saying that the United States is a very, very self-contained economy. We do 2% of our trading of our GDP is with other countries, basically. He said 8% of our is with other countries in generally. 4% of that is with NAFTA, Canada, or Mexico, which doesn't really count because we're in the same regional bloc. And then 2% of that is energy, which now we're energy self-sufficient because of fracking. So that leaves 2% of our GDP locked in with the entire rest of the world. Like, we're not affected by anything that happens globally, right? And if you look across the world, and you have China slowing really, really, really badly, you have the Eurozone getting effed, and you have, of course, East Asia, we're talking like Korea and Japan specifically, experiencing demographic changes, and they need to do something with their money. They all put it into the United States, and I was thinking, if they're all putting it into the United States, all of this money from outside, well, that's probably what's causing the yield curve to invert, because all of these people are just trying to save their money, right? They're just trying to put their assets that they have in euros. You're a Greek citizen. you're British. You're British, and you're trying to take your money out of maybe the British financial system. You're Chinese, and you want to buy property in Vancouver. You want to buy property in Seattle. You want to buy property in Los Angeles, New York, San Francisco. I think you guys kind of see where I'm going with this. I think maybe the reason why people have been saying stocks are really high, the bonds are really, the yields are really low. It might not be because of American investors. It might be because of international ones. That is my hypothesis. We'll see if that is true. Thank you guys very much for watching, and Akuma out.